XRP holders, let's talk about a little bit about what's going on today. You can see we had some little bit of a breakout overnight last night. We also seeing that resistance that I've been talking about the last few days that we would more than likely try to get to. That 351 is very, very huge, definitely with what we're seeing in the last 48 to 72 hours. This was a lot of consolidation. You can see that we're currently back into, you can tell that we're back in this area here. You can see that we got a little bit closer. We broke back out according to the 4 hour as well. I do think that we are going to swing up closer to that 355, maybe going a little bit higher. We could also see that breakout here, also seeing that increase back to that 366. So that's something you really need to pay attention to right now, as we could be seeing some movement like we did on stellar lumens. This could be the pattern that it may play out. It is not very fully confirmed yet, but it is super close. So we are getting there right now. You can see that that bull flag did break out a little bit here. That would indicate right around that 351, 355. We've already hit that 354 range. So it's pretty much already been complete, but you can see that it made a full turn circle back up. We had to get some volume last night. A lot of the volume coming into the market last night come into like Trump coin, Dogecoin. Ethereum is also seeing another big gain here within the hourly. You can see it also on the 4 hour as well. It also had that same breakout potential, that bull flag to the 3800s pretty much here. We're also seeing XRP more than likely going to be able to handle it as well. You can see we're kind of resisting that 353, 354 range. That's going to be right at the top of where the bull flag would be complete. So that is something that we're going to see going to give us the next direction. That's why I'm thinking that XRP is going to go a little bit higher here. I think the volume is still pretty high on XRP in the overall crypto market. Yesterday we had around 50% less in trading volume overall in the crypto market, but we also seen liquidations be down by 85%. So that's super good. If we're not seeing tons of liquidations, that means we're not seeing a tons of volatility. That also means that we're seeing kind of a choppy market where we're just back and forth. With XRP holding at this level, I think it is super good as people's taking profits, buying in. That's giving a lot of FOMO, and all the people that's going to be selling out is sold out. So we're getting ready to move. Before I go on further, I just want to mention I am not a financial advisor. It's just entertainment purposes only. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel and the algorithm. Check out all the links down below in the description as they help. Yesterday, I made a video about the UK May selling up to 5 billion euro that was seized in Bitcoin to close the fiscal gap. That was 61,000 Bitcoin that could be getting back into the market that more than likely wouldn't have if they don't sell. This was tied to the Chinese Ponzi scheme, and this was 61,000 Bitcoin that was seized. So that is something that could be seeing a little bit of a sell-off in the market when all that's coming back into the supply. That's going to affect the supply and demand. Some of these, so you know, they haven't been open ever since around 10 to 11 years. So you can see when they coming back into the market how there's more likely those exchanges are going to have to pick it up. The spread is going to have a little bit of issues. And then we're going to see more supply into the market that wasn't there previously, or that was not being moved around. When traders are moving around supply and demand, you'll see a kind of a supply shock here and there. But other than that, I think we'll see a supply shock coming into the exchanges, which could cause Bitcoin to come down a little bit. That would be right around that 61,000 Bitcoin sell if they do get authorization to sell that 61,000 Bitcoin that was tied to the Chinese Ponzi scheme that they had seized. A fun fact about XRP, it surpassed over $205 million market cap. So that's really great. 205 mil market cap is the all-time high on XRP. Another fun fact that XRP overtook Uber in market cap earlier today. According to the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, we're currently in greed. According to the altcoin season, we're currently now getting closer but to altcoin season. We're currently at 49 out of 100. This is the highest we've been all year in 2025, so there's a high possibility that we're getting ready to see altcoin season according to the indicators. Also, you can see that we see a lot of Bitcoin dominance going down, currently 3.95%. You're seeing Ethereum's dominance coming up along with others altcoins. As Bitcoin falls, Ethereum and other altcoins dominance start to rise. This is really good, as Bitcoin dominance dropping below that 60% is usually a really good signal for altcoin season to start on previous history trends back in 2016 to 2018 and 2020 to 2022. Bitcoin dominance would drop, Ethereum and others would pump, and that's where we would see the dominance kind of flowing in, and we'll see the altcoin season indicator also indicate altcoin season as we get closer. One big thing to kind of look out for is the crypto ETFs. Bitcoin's ETF is 370 million, Ethereum's 403 million. You can see previous days we had up to over $1 billion in just ETFs on Bitcoin, also very close, the same on Ethereum. Very high numbers within the last week and the previous months. So the ETFs are growing, and I cannot wait to see XRP ETF get out there and see how much volume it's going to bring into the market. So let's go ahead and let's go over to XRP and see what's going on. With the XRP pump, I am feeling super bullish here, definitely as we get closer. If we break this on the 15-minute, I do think we're going to retest that 366. But if we start to reject it here, you may see some support and resistance trading bouncing back and forth between the 331s and the 350s. They may find a new support and resistance kind of in the midway. You got to think we had a lot of trading going on yesterday of ups and downs. Here right between the 337s and to the 345s. So they were trading very minuscule, but they was low volume and low volatility. So the price couldn't move as much as it have previously within the last few days. From last Monday to around Friday, we had pretty good bullish activity. We really didn't consolidate any, and we wasn't considered inside of a choppy market. Now, you're also seeing Ethereum breaking out of its bull flag as well. This was something I talked about yesterday. I also talked about that on XRP. This is why I think it's more than likely happening here, and I think we are either getting ready to resist this 351 coming down, or what we're going to do is break out and we're going to get closer to that 366. So there's two big opportunities coming within the next few hours. Also, we will see the weekly close on XRP. When the weekly close on XRP, that is going to be huge. You can see that, you know, we're going to be closing higher than we did back on January 20th of 2025 according to the weekly, unless we fall down below that $3.07 very quickly. If we start to see that, I'll make sure you guys be updated with that as well. If you're just now tuning in, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help out the channel and helps out the algorithm push it out. With Bitcoin being right around that 118,000, Ethereum moving, I can see that the dominance is being moved around inside the crypto market, so altcoin season could be getting ready to start. So this could be actually really bullish for XRP, Ethereum, Stellar Lumens, Trump, Litecoin, Pepe, and so forth. I'll keep you guys updated, so make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button. Comment down below. Let me know if you do think XRP is going to that $4 range. Thank you guys for watching.